All right. Welcome, one and all, to the Off the Rails Sports Podcast. I am your host, John. If you could hit that like and subscribe, it means a lot to us. It's kind of a somber day. We're recapping Monday, July the 28th. I tell you, it makes me sick. Ryan Sandberg, the legendary second baseman for the Chicago Cubs, passed away. Always one of my favorite players. I'd put him up there. I really thought he was pre Dustin Pedroia. He was just the heart and soul of the Cubs, even when they weren't very good. And I thought he was a worthy successor to Ernie Banks, and that he always comported himself so nicely. He was such the embodiment. He was a hard worker. He was just a gritty player, and he was obviously a super talented player. He won the MVP in the National League in 1984. Unfortunately, that like Ernie Banks, even though Ernie Banks I don't believe ever made the playoffs, he only made two playoff appearances with the Cubs and the legendary '84 season. He actually was a manager for the Phillies for a couple of years. 119 and 159 was his record. He resigned in the disastrous 2015 year, but he will always be Ryno. He will always be Ryan Sandberg for the Cub fans. I would say in the last 50 years, the most iconic Cubs are Ryan Sandberg and Harry Carey. Um, he just embodied that city. It is a working class city. It is a blue collar city, and he came over from San Diego with Larry Boa in the Ivan DeJesus trade, which I guess we're going to look at is about as bad as a trade you can make. Kind of like when they traded Lou Brock to St. Louis. Uh, you know, just but he's gone. Unfortunately, the cancer got him, and the world's a little sadder without Ryan Sandberg. That's all I can say. All right, talking about cancer, Deion Sanders, the coach of the Colorado Buffaloes, has stated that he is now cancer free. He had some cancer in his bladder. He says that it has been eradicated. It's cleared. Good for him. Like to see you live a long and happy life there, Coach Prime. Even though I'm not really a big fan of the way you comport yourself as a coach, I just want to see everybody live as long as they can. Also, an interesting tidbit came out yesterday in the news cycle that Rob Manfred makes a tour of all 30 clubhouses during the course of the year. Last year, he went into the Phillies clubhouse, and Bryce Harper didn't really take too well to it. Rob Manfred started his bullshit about, we need to, work on a more level playing field. Basically, he was trying to push for a salary cap with the players. And Bryce Harper, God bless him, that is why baseball is the one great union. He said, I'll go without pay for 162 games before I give you your salary cap. And then Rob Manfred kind of pushed back and he told him get out. And Rob says, I'm not leaving. Like Rob's some big tough guy. He's just a pussy. He's just an idiot who's destroying the game. I mean, really, Brian is as big of a sports fan as there is when it comes to baseball. He gets the MLB package, and they don't give him local games. They don't give him the Fox games on Saturday. They don't give him the ESPN game. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. How goddamn stupid are these people? I mean, the guy who's really a fan, you're not giving him the content he is paying for. I mean, my God, it's just so bloody stupid. And I got to tell you, I became a huge Bryce Harper fan. All right, let's get to it. A couple games are still going. We're doing this late Monday night, but the Angels have a 6-3 lead on the Texas Rangers in the eighth, and we'll see how that goes. Rockies are beating the Guardians 8-5. Red Sox are in a rain delay in the bottom of the ninth, 4-3 over the Twins, and the Mets. Man, we have a lot of late games. The Giants are beating the Mets. Sorry, the Mets are losing to the Padres. God, I got to get this shit straight. 6-5. Wow, I got a lot of games that aren't finished. I should have done this podcast like 2 hours later. The Pirates are beating the Giants 6-4. You know, Pirates are playing some pretty good baseball right now. Mariners are beating the Athletics 3-1. It's the Athletics, so I can already tell you how that's going. Cha-ching win. Let's get to games that are completed. The Orioles beat the Blue Jays 11-4. The Tigers, finally snapping that terrible losing streak, beat the Diamondbacks 5-1. Melton got your win there. Rays beat the Yankees 4-2, and the Yankees are in deep trouble. The Red Sox can pass them today if the Red Sox can hold on in the ninth inning. Dodgers beat the Reds 5-2. Yamamoto finally got a win. 9-7 is his record. Braves beat the Royals 10-7. It looks like Texas getting a little rally going here. We'll see how that all turns out. You know, I'll tell you something. This is the kind of game when you're in the sports book and you're like, oh, I got a 3-run lead in the eighth inning. Oh, they got an out. Oh, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden the blooper hit comes. Yikes. Brewers beat the Cubs 8-4. And finally, the White Sox beat the Phillies 6-2. Cardinals beat the Marlins 7-1. I just can't figure out the Cardinals. They are 55-53. They just don't seem like a 500 club. They don't. I mean, I look at them and I look at the Angels. Angels seem like a better club. They just have a much worse record. The Nationals beat the Astros 2-1. Wow. Go figure. All right. That's it today. That's a recap, and I'm still kind of sad. I got to be honest. I know I'm not putting much energy into this. Maybe we're only going to get a couple of viewers, but you know, losing Ryan Sandberg, man, that's just tough. He was the original 23 before Michael Jordan made it iconic in Chicago. And we just don't get enough of those kind of players coming through. And I think in today's world, there's very, very few players like that. All right, we'll miss you. All you Cub fans, my heart goes out to you. I'm a Red Sox fan, but I've always respected the Cub way of life. All right, if you could, hit some like and subscribes and leave some comments, and we'll talk to you soon on Off the Rails Sports Podcast.